Have you ever walked into a crowded room and instantly felt like every person was watching you? Your heartbeat got louder, your palms started sweating, all you wanted was the nearest exit. Psychology says you are not broken, you are not weak, and you are definitely not alone. Researchers estimate over 15 million adults experience this regularly. But here is what most people never understand. The fear of crowds is not just shyness, it is your brain doing something incredibly complex. Today, I'm going to decode it for you. In this video, we break down 6 psychological signs that explain why some people fear or feel overwhelmed in crowds. We also cover what it says about how your mind works. I guarantee at least one will make you say, that is exactly me. 1. Your brain is always scanning for danger even when there is none. Psychology calls this hypervigilance. It is a state where your nervous system is constantly on high alert. A shopping mall feels like a battlefield. People who fear crowds often have an overactive amygdala. That is a part of the brain that detects threats. In a crowd, your brain receives thousands of signals at once: sounds, faces, movement, unpredictability. For a hypervigilant mind, that is overwhelming. Not because you are fearful, but because your brain is more sensitive and detail-oriented than most. You notice everything. That is not a weakness. That is a highly tuned survival system. 2. You feel like everyone is silently judging you. This is known as the spotlight effect. It is a cognitive bias where you overestimate how much others are paying attention to you. Research from Cornell University shows that people dramatically overestimate how noticed they are in public. In reality, everyone in that crowd is focused on their own thoughts. Your brain does not know that. It puts a spotlight on you, and crowds make that spotlight feel blinding. Understanding this bias is the first step to walking into a room without shrinking. 3. Social situations drain your energy completely. Psychologists describe this as having a low social battery. It is closely tied to where you fall on the introversion spectrum. For introverts and people with social anxiety, social interaction is not energizing. It is cognitively expensive. Your brain processes facial expressions. It monitors your own body language. It manages what you say. It predicts how others will respond. That is 4 mental processes running at once. In a crowd, this multiplies by 10. The exhaustion you feel afterward is real. It is neurological. It means your brain is wired to work harder in social environments. 4. You rehearse conversations before they happen and replay them after. This is called anticipatory anxiety combined with post-event rumination. Psychology says it is one of the clearest markers of a socially anxious mind. Before entering a crowd, you mentally script what might go wrong. Afterward, you replay every awkward second on a loop. This is your brain trying to solve social situations by over-preparing. The irony? Studies show this actually increases anxiety rather than reducing it. Your mind is intelligent, it just needs to shift from rehearsal to presence. 5. You find one-on-one conversations far more comfortable than group. Psychologists call this selective social confidence. It proves that your fear is not really about people, it is about unpredictability. One-on-one, you can control the dynamics. You know who is listening. You can read expressions clearly. The environment feels manageable. In a crowd, all of that control disappears. This is why many people who fear crowds are warm, engaging, and deeply connected in private. Your social ability is intact. Your brain just needs a lower stimulation environment to express it fully. 6. You often feel relief when plans get canceled. Psychology calls this the avoidance reinforcement loop. It is one of the most important patterns to understand about social fear. When a crowded event gets canceled and you feel a wave of relief, your brain registers that avoidance worked. It reduced the anxiety. So next time, the pull toward avoidance grows stronger. Over time, this loop shrinks your world. The relief is real in the short term, but psychology shows that gradual, repeated exposure to social settings is the only evidence-based way to rewire this pattern. Relief is not the goal. Comfort is. So here's what all of this tells us. If you recognize yourself in these signs, your hypervigilant brain, your social battery, your relief when plans fall through, you are not socially broken. You are not too sensitive. Your nervous system is simply wired differently. Psychology does not see that as a flaw. It sees it as a profile, one that, once understood, can be worked with rather than fought against. The goal is not to become someone who loves crowds. The goal is to stop letting the fear of them make your world smaller. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, that is exactly what this channel is here for. Hit subscribe for more psychology-backed videos. We decode human behavior and help you grow from the inside out. Drop a comment below. Which of these signs felt most like you? I read every single one.